Hey, you guys. It's Adrienne, Capricorntigress of Astrology. Look inside. Hey, you guys. I know you weren't expecting this, and neither was I, but I had this urge to come and make this video for members of the group. I was like, wait, it's Christmas Eve. I've got to give something. I've got to do it. So here I am. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to look at where the planets are in the night sky. That's where they are now. Let us not forget there's going to be a new moon in Capricorn any day. And I mean, in England or whatever, it's probably already starting, and a solar eclipse. So I'm doing this now because tomorrow we're all going to be stuffed and got the itis from all the food we eat. So give me a second. I'm going to pull up everything and I'm going to share it with you so you can see what I see when I see where the planets are. Okay? All right, you guys. Hi. Give me a second. So I'm looking down at, I'm at astro.com. I just wanted to see where the planets were. And right now the sun is at 3 degrees of Capricorn. That's my 12th house. Well, you know, I had to stop saying this because I now am in a place where I have Sagittarius rising at like 0 degrees of Sag. So really, I've got to look at all of this differently. Not only that, my son, oh, sorry about the shaky table, but my son has, my ascendant has progressed into Aries. So I think some Aries might be really feeling this right now, by the way. And yeah, I think so. I don't know if you guys saw the video I made. I did all of the signs have been uploaded onto YouTube, and I had a really special message for Aries because I don't think a lot of people are realizing what a big and important time this is for a lot of Aries. So I hope that you guys really, take a moment to go and look at that because it's a really big time for you. And, people write about it. It's called the pinnacle. And a lot of people are missing the fact that Aries are having their pinnacle. And I really spent a little bit of time on that. So I hope you go and watch that video. Right now, the sun is at 3 degrees of Capricorn and the moon is at 19 degrees of Sag. I'm actually going to refresh the page just to see if it's moved because it was close. Oh, it's still at 19 degrees. So that's almost at 19 degrees and 50 minutes. So it's about to go into 20 degrees of Sagittarius. Mercury's at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. It's a lot of Sagittarius right there. And so because we're talking about the moon where the emotions are and Mercury where the mouth is and Saggy likes to talk, like me coming to make this video in the middle of the night on Christmas Eve. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, that kind of thing. Also, Venus is at 5 degrees of Aquarius. So you might do something a little different, a little weird, a little quirky, and that is, anytime Venus is in Aquarius, quirky things are possible. Mars is at 23 degrees of Scorpio, and that's interesting. That's almost on my Venus, but that's also squared my Mars. 23 degrees of Scorpio is actually not making, well, it is. It's sextile Pluto. And technically it's sextile Saturn. So Mercury is sextile Pluto and Saturn. Not Mercury, Mars. Jupiter is at 5 degrees of Capricorn. And that is actually making an aspect to that. Uranus at 2 degrees. It's wide, but Uranus is about to go direct on the 10th. And so we'll really start to feel that connection. Jupiter is a little over the top, and so is Uranus. And they're going to be in agreement with each other. I just hope you guys are aware. Anything's really possible with that, really. I've been talking about that in my videos, by the way. Let's see, Neptune's at 16 degrees of Pisces, and the moon is at 19 degrees. We just passed a moment, I think, where it probably felt a little weird. with the moon was square Neptune in Pisces. We just got over that, like over the last 3 hours or so. So, you know, I don't know what that was. It was just a moment, whatever it was. It's past, whatever it was. Okay. Let's see. Pluto, 22 degrees. We talked about that. That's, you know, sextile Mars and conjunct Saturn. You know, that Saturn-Pluto conjunction is coming out in a lot of ways. For me, I think it is just making me more psychic, but I don't know. I don't know how it's affecting everyone else because I don't know where it's falling in your chart. It's in my first house, Pluto, which is very strong. And my chart ruler, Saturn, it's there too. So that urge to be myself, regardless, to stand up and be me, whatever me is, that's strong. And with the moon in Sagittarius, I think a lot of people are feeling that, you know, free to be me urge, that freedom thing is very strong in a lot of people. And if you're feeling that, it's, you know, it's not a mistake. It's, you're really feeling that. A lot of us are. And I think it's just going to get stronger. You know, it's just there right now. It's almost like a battle cry. I think as long as Jupiter and Uranus are trying each other, we're going to be feeling that. So, yeah. Let's see. The North Node's at 8 degrees of Cancer, and that's a weird, funky place because it's really kind of opposed that Jupiter in Capricorn, which, because, you know, the North Node's retrograding, so it's going toward an exact opposition. You know, Jupiter opposed the North Node. It's almost like what makes you happy versus what you're supposed to do. That's what that is, exactly. Like you're supposed to do this in order to have your highest good, but you want to do that because it's the most fun. So that's the problem. If there is a problem, that would be it right there. Also, Chiron is square the sun at 3 degrees of Capricorn. So yeah, that's ugly. I don't like that. You know, I mean, luckily that North Node is too wide to really make an ugly T-square, but man, it's ugly. I don't like it. So anyway, the good thing is Jupiter is technically conjunct the sun. It's actually within striking distance of a good conjunction. And so I really think things are going to start lightening up. You know, it's at 3 degrees of Capricorn. Jupiter's at 5 degrees of Capricorn. And I don't know, I already feel lighter. I mean, I feel like, you know, whatever it is, it's getting lighter. I can feel it. I can tell it's not as heavy. Because I feel like I was trudging through mud through most of December. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I slept through. I worked. I was overworked. In fact, I slept for almost 24 hours. Well, about 16 hours. It's called exhaustion. Anyway, you guys, this has been my take on where the planets are in the night sky. I had to do it. I haven't done it. I'm so sorry, you guys. Literally, I've slept through most of December. I kid you not. That's why I came here and I'm recording this privately.